Fantastic. Okay, so let's now have a look at starting to understand how to break out of a sales slump. In other words, just said differently, how to manage your sales day far more effectively so that you get those crucial tasks that you need done, that you actually make time to do them. So I just want to ask you this question. Do you invest or do you consume time? Because I want to find out from you, have you ever invested the energy to explore how much time you actually spend every single day chatting to colleagues, surfing the net, possibly reading junk mail, or just wasting time making or ordering coffee? Because those things just consume your time. They don't add any real value, they just consume your valuable time. So what I want to challenge you to start thinking about as we start exploring this whole concept around better utilization of your time is I want to challenge you to start thinking that you don't have a shortage of time. You don't have a shortage of time to carry out those sales-specific activities you need to do. You just have a shortage or a lack of commitment to utilize your time, to utilize your available time as efficiently and effectively as possible. Okay, so let's just start to understand a bit of the terminology that we're going to be using as we go through this process. The first one that I want you to think about is effectiveness. Now, what effectiveness is knowing how to identify and prioritize the right sales activities every day. So in other words, that means what are the right things you need to do, the right sales behaviors, the right sales routines that you need to have in order to achieve your sales targets, in order to achieve the sales outcomes that you want to achieve. That's effectiveness. Then we have efficiency. So what efficiency is basically an understanding of how to leverage the optimal benefit from your available time so that you can efficiently perform all the right activities every day. So what that effectively means is you become really good at utilizing your available time so that you can get as many of the right activities done. And there's a very crucial thing that you need to understand, the difference between effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness means that you're doing the right stuff, and efficiency means that you're doing the right stuff really well. You're doing it as quickly as you possibly can within your available time. And then I want you to think about the term called activity management, because we can't really manage our time, can we? But we can manage our activities within our available time. So what I want you to understand is what we're going to be working on is helping you to develop a system which will allow you to properly manage all the right activities and allow you to leverage the maximum possible stuff from each hour. In other words, you'll get way more done in each hour. So you're going to look at doing the right stuff, identifying, knowing what the right stuff is, and then secondly, you'll be shown how to get the most out of every single hour. And then the next term I want us to think about is self-management. Now, what that effectively means is that, yes, you're going to have all of these new behaviors, routines, activities that you're going to perform. But you then need to work to build them into a success habit set. And that's going to take, well, finally, the effective planning. So what we're talking about here is you need to have a process, a system that's going to allow you to build a routine, a set of habits that are going to allow you effective work habits, right? That will allow you through focus and consistent planning to do everything that you need to do every single day. And then next, we're going to look at the use of an activity log. Now, what that really does, and what I like to do is, let me give you an example. There was a study done in the USA where they found that when people wrote everything down, everything that they did for 7 days, an incredible thing happened. Their perception of how much free time they had available actually doubled. So that's what we're looking to actually help you do here, is to use an activity log to unlock what you're doing so you can start to get an understanding of exactly how you're using your day. So what it effectively does is by keeping a log, it'll help you to distinguish between those time-wasting activities and those crucial goal-specific or sales-specific activities that you need to be performing every day. So what it'll also do is it'll also help you determine or help you to determine when your most productive time is, so that you can schedule when you need to do those really, really difficult tasks. So here's an action idea. What I'd like to challenge you to do is go make yourself a blank schedule with each hour marked on a blank sheet of paper. What you want to do is you want to continue this process. So make 7 days. You want to continue this process for 7 days. What you want to do is you want to carefully note after every hour, as each hour has passed, you want to write down exactly how you invested or wasted that hour. After the 7 days is up, this is where you need to just spend some time. Invest a little bit of time to analyze the results. Get a feeling for how you're using your time, or worse, how you're wasting your time. Once you've got that understanding, you will be surprised. You will astound yourself with how much time you're actually wasting. So it's a wonderful awareness. It'll actually show you that, wow, you don't have a shortage of time. What you really have is just a lack of conscious allocation of your available time so that you can get the most from it. Okay, so let's look forward. So now that you've got this information, you're armed with this information that you've gathered from your activity log. The next thing is, when you tackle your next sales week, you need to do it with a fresh perspective and a new awareness. And this is where I want you to now switch things around. Instead of noting how you've used your time once the hour has passed, I want you to switch it around, and before each hour begins, I want you to ask a question. I want you to ask a powerful question. Is the way I intend to invest the next hour the most effective use of my time? If it is, hey, just keep things the way they are and keep going through your day. But if it isn't, then you need to ask a different, powerful question. And that question is, okay, so it isn't. How can I improve the way I use my time during the next hour? So the concept behind this is, what you're looking to do is constantly keep improving, constantly keep going forward, so that each hour you invest your time a little better than you did the hour before. Can you imagine over time how that's going to add up into incredible productivity? What I want you to do is, I want you to make using those two questions an integral part of your new sales success habit. Before the hour starts, ask the question, is this the most productive way I can spend my hour? If it isn't, don't stress, do what you were going to do anyway. But ask another quality question. During the next hour, how can I make it better? How can I keep improving so that I get the most from every single hour? Okay, so what we want to do is, we want to work on your effectiveness and your efficiency. Because one of the greatest challenges that most salespeople have, when they want to improve their time management skills, or they want to improve the way that they invest their time every single day, they search for ways to become more efficient. In other words, ways just to get more done in an hour. Now the challenge with that is this. This means that they work really hard, okay, they really become efficient, but the challenge may be that they become efficient at doing the wrong stuff. So what I want us to do is, I want us to take a step back, and I want you to explore your daily activities. And I want you to identify the things that you need to do. What are those tasks you need to do on a daily basis that will help you to become a really efficient and effective sales professional? What are those tasks you need to do that will support you to become successful, that will support you to achieve your sales targets? Once you know what those are, only then can we look at making you more efficient at performing more of those correct tasks every single day.